Let's broaden our minds. Lawrence?
Hi and welcome to Up Your Alley. This is Garden City's #1 bowling show, brought to you live here from the Silver Lanes on Ford Road in Middlebelt, one of the best bowling alleys on Middlebelt. And right now, Ed, why don't you let me know with Adkins, cue me, like Mort Krim or something. And right now I'd like to say this show is being brought to you through a grant from the Garden City Cable Commission. And if you too would like to put a show together of your own, just contact them and they'd be more than they would be real pleased to help you get a show on the air similar to this. Contact them through the Garden City Hall over there in Middlebelt, right down the street from the new land development project there where the world's largest Kroger's will be. If you win on Up Your Alley, you don't get a lot, but if you lose, you get an Up Your Alley t-shirt. Brian, throw me a t-shirt if you can, buddy. And you'll get something like this. New parting gifts on Up Your Alley. The official Up Your Alley t-shirt. Who wants a shot of it? Today? Forget it. This shirt is made by Olympia Sports over in the Garden Plaza. And people gave us a whole bunch of shirts, and if you lose on the show, you get this t-shirt. Now, the people that bowled on Up Your Alley in the spring, winter season that didn't get a shirt, we give you shirts. We owe you shirts. Come on down to the bowling alley and we'll give you a shirt. Something like that. I don't know. We owe shirts though, and Olympia Sports gave us the extra shirts. They're nice people. So remember that, Olympia Sports. And also, on Up Your Alley, we take our top 5 high games and bowl them off at the end of the season for a trip to Toronto, courtesy of your travel planner. There's a tight shot of the shirt. Classic Up Your Alley. It's classic Up Your Alley because we're back here at the Silver Lanes. We started here back in 1986 with the show. This is show 130. Isn't that amazing? 130 shows we've done so far. We started out here at the Silver Lanes. We went to Garden Lanes, and now we're back here. How wonderful. Right now I'd like to bring up our challenger, Rick Brooks. He doesn't bowl. He doesn't have an average. We'll give him 150. How you doing today, buddy?
Pretty good.
Welcome back to the show.
Hey, glad to be here.
Now, you bowled here back when it was regular Up Your Alley, right?
Yeah, when you first came out with it, I bowled in the second show.
You bowled on the second show?
Yeah.
Now, somebody probably didn't show up, so we said, hey, kid, bowl?
Yep. And I didn't do very good.
You're only about 14 then, aren't you?
Yeah.
Junior high, still wet behind the ears?
Yep, and bowled terrible.
Now you even got a driver's license, your voice has changed, and you're quite taller. How have you been bowling since then?
Oh, well, I haven't been bowling. Last year is when I started taking bowling seriously, and I improved to about 150 average.
Right about the time when they'd probably serve you at the bar. That's when you started taking it serious.
Yeah.
When you get that one in your stomach, you just bowl better, don't you?
Yep.
So I bet you just can't wait to get a t-shirt.
No, I can't.
All the guys here at the bowling alley have been wanting one, and the thing is, you really would like to bowl next week against Kevin Mankey.
Oh, yeah. Yep, me and him bowl all the time, and we just go at it.
You think you'd have a good chance against him?
Yeah, I'll kill him.
Good, and you think you might win?
Oh, I know I'll win.
I know you might kill him, but do you think you might win?
Oh, I'll win.
Charles Manson, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Rick. And Rick Brooks, 150 average. We're giving it to him. He's quite a guy. Big round of applause for Rick, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'd like to bring up our one-week champion. She won before on Up Your Alley when we were at the Silver Lanes back in 1987. And let's bring her up here this time, ladies and gentlemen. Kathy Williams, welcome back.
Hi.
So you bowled on the show. Now this is the show you lost in last time. So
Right. We'll see if I do the same thing.
Now were the lanes working for you the last time you were on the show?
Yeah.
But they're just not ringing this time.
We'll see.
Well, you picked up your spares last week. Did you practice at all in between shows?
No.
Just figured you let it go and maybe you'll keep the luck.
Mm-hmm.
Did you cut your thumb there? Is that
No, I wear a patch.
For-
Otherwise, I will tear it open.
left-handed bowler? You're bowling pretty good there.
No, right-handed bowler.
That's right. You throw a backup ball. Excuse me. I'm looking at your hand going, that is your right hand, but why does she throw with her left hand? So, what is that anyway? Is that like liquid skin?
Similar to it, yeah.
And it works pretty good, huh?
Real good.
You never thought of wearing a glove or anything?
No.
If these guys, we had a guy in the show wear a glove like up to his shoulder. I didn't know why he lost in the show. So anybody out there you'd like to say hello to? I know you got your grandchildren here and your daughter was
I
here.
got my 2 daughters, 2 grandchildren, and my son-in-law somewhere.
Terrific. Well, good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, Kathy Williams. Ooh, listen to the applause. The people are just lined up outside to let them in. There we go. We got a rousing bunch of applause. The problem with the applause is most of the people are underage here and can hardly walk, so there's no way they'd be able to clap. We'll be back with more Up Your Alley right after this. There's my
Phone book.
I bet you're gonna do real good in college.
I can never get the money for college.
You could get a job.
Maybe. Be a lot easier if I just had experience.
In the Air Force, we'll give you experience in one of 200 specialized career fields, and we'll help you pay for college. So take the first step to your future. Call your Air Force recruiter.
I'm gonna go play some ball. What are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna go make a phone call.
Hi, welcome back here to Up Your Alley. This is the bowling part of the show. Right now, I'd like to have Rick Brooks bowl. Rick's a little older, a little better, a little taller. Let's see how good he can bowl. He starts out with a split. The 6-7-10. Nice shot there by Rick, right down the center, and nothing. 7 count there by Rick. No handicap this week. Both bowlers coming in with a 150 average. Nice shot. Hang on there. Brooklyn side, and a 4 count there. Excuse me. 4 pins are standing. I'm a bowling dyslexic, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Rick, who are these people you brought with us?
Oh, there are people around the block, and one of my friends, Brian. People around the block are Rex and Carol, and my sister.
Oh! Doesn't fall. 9 count there. It's about as close as you can get to a spare without picking it up.
Where Tony takes them? Wait a minute. Look, watch your grandma. Clap your hands for her.
Solid 7 pin. It's our 130th show. And I think I've beat Bill Lane Beer's record because I've started every show and I haven't been thrown out yet. She knew it the minute she released it that she didn't come up with the spare there. And an 18 count in the second frame. That'll bring up Rick here in the second frame.
Boy, mine didn't get it.
And Rick leaves the 3-5-6. $130 shows. 2 bowling alleys. 1 fire. 2 shirt sponsors. 4 businesses going out of business. And a 15 count there in the second frame. 130 shows multiplied by 12. 12 meaning the number of difficulties in each show. And it's just astronomical. And a split there for Rick in the third frame. 4 cameras, 2 switchers, numerous monitors, 450,000 feet of cable. one there by Rick. And like Ed Kane, our director, said, and only one host. Nobody else knows as much about bowling as I do. Now, if you want us to dateline this, okay, in 1986, it was December 7th, I think, was the first time we shot the show. December 7th, 1986, a day that will live in infamy. The first time the show hit the air. January 6th, 1987 was the first time the show hit the air. The first Up Your Alley Tournament of Champions winner was Joe Kaczynski. That was in 1988, and Joe won on June 29th. The second Up Your Alley Tournament of Champions winner, Chuck Morris. Chuck won December 28th, 1988. The third Up Your Alley Tournament of Champions winner, Richard Stetlock. Richard won on June 28th, 1989. The first fire on Up Your Alley, April 19th, 1989. The first time we gave away t-shirts on the show, January 11th, 1989. The first time we were supposed to give away t-shirts and didn't get any, March 8th, 1989. The first time Brian Larson threw a ball at the rack while it was down and busted the lane, June 27th. Excuse me, June 20th, 1989. The first time Rick got a strike in the 1989 season of Up Your Alley. Today. Right now. Nine count there in the fifth frame for Rick Brooks. The first time Oriental people from the country of Japan wore an Up Your Alley t-shirt. A whole family wore one extra large t-shirt. Was August 2nd. And Rick just missed that. Open frame there for Rick. Only mark was in the fourth frame. It was a strike. Close score. Bowlers separated by 3 there in the fourth frame, 43-46. And Kathy Williams comes up with a 6 count in the fifth frame. So there's been plenty of milestones on this show. Comes up empty there. And a tie game, 52-52 in the fifth frame. Now in the case of a strike, we bowl the 10th frame over. Nice shot. Didn't hang on. Be throwing at the 1-2 combination here in the sixth frame. The first undefeated champ on Up Your Alley was back in 1942. I was only 87. That's if I believe in reincarnation. Just after I got off an airplane in World War II, we were doing the show in Japan. We weren't supposed to be there. Kevin Mankey did it. And a strike there for Rick Brooks. It was a little sloppy, but he comes up with all of them.
We're the first show to show live white feet.
Okay. Lay down.
2 in a row for Rick Brooks. This is the first bowling show in Garden City to be using digital cameras. This is coming to you clear and simple right here on Channel 18. Little high. And a 2-7 combination. The first city this show was syndicated in was Westland in Dearborn Heights. Good ball. And she picks him up. Nice shot there. That ball defied all the laws of gravity there. Largest crowd to ever be seen at an Up Your Alley shooting was the Up Your Alley Tournament of Champions 3 back on June 6th. 250 people. Another milestone. The world's greatest Up Your Alley bowling orchestra was seen in December of 1988. And another milestone, another date in Up Your Alley history. The last time we seen Richie Smith, my color man, was back in March. March 15th was the last time we seen Richie. The most famous person on Up Your Alley, Jeff D. Fran, host of Sports Beat on WPZA, AM 1050. First time the show was done in Chicago, last summer. It's done at the Garden Lanes in Chicago on Michigan Avenue, right at the end of the Magnificent Mile, right across the street from the John Hancock building. Rick here in the 9th frame, hooks in there. 5-pin stands. And let's see that scoreboard. There you see it in the 8th frame, 108 for Rick, and 88 in the 7th frame for Kathy Williams with a spare in the 8th frame. Rick working here in the 9th frame. And a spare there for Rick in the 9th frame. First time I did the show on painkillers.
Good, grab it down later.
I'm looking for the date. February 20th, 1988, the first time I did the show on painkillers.
Last time I did it.
106 to 108 in the 8th frame. Rick with a 2-pin lead. Kathy throwing the 4-7 combination. She throws a backup ball. Just missed. 114 in the 9th frame for Kathy. I'd like to thank our scorekeeper, Jerry Riley. He's been doing a great job for us for the past 5 or 6 months. The 5-pin will stand one more time there in the 10th frame. Jerry lost to his wife Amy on the show, and that's why Jerry's keeping score. And a spare there in the 10th frame. Put some pressure on Rick. 10 pin will stand there in the 10th frame. 133 for Kathy Williams. Now remember, there was no handicaps in these games. Rick Brooks will step to the line. The winner will go on to face the first Up Your Alley tournament. No, he wasn't in a tournament, that's right. The first four-time winner in Up Your Alley, Kevin Mankey. Rick with a 9 count there in the 10th frame. And a spare there for Rick. And Rick Brooks comes up with a 146. Kathy Williams a 133. We have a new champion, Rick Brooks. We'll be back with more Up Your Alley right after this.
She wants me to come to the crib. See, conversations better than being lonely. So I try my best to ad-lib. I tell her a joke.
Nice, Keith. Keith, we're up, buddy. Hi, welcome back here to the end of Up Your Alley, where Keith Atkins is having some problems right now. Focus it, Brian. This is the end of the show. It was a close match, and Rick Brooks comes up a winner. Right now, we'd like to bring up Kathy Williams and a couple of Kathy's guests. How you doing, guys? These are your grandchildren?
Yeah.
Who do we got here?
Kathleen and Tony.
Kathleen and Tony. They named one after you, huh?
Yeah.
You guys watching Grandma Bull? Hmm?
Yeah, they wanted Grandma to lose so they could go home.
Wave to the camera. Wave. Say hi.
Wait.
Wave. Well, Rick, toss me that shirt there. Well, you came up a little short there, but we still got a beautiful parting gift here for you.
That's what I wanted, was a t-shirt.
I know you're excited about this one, and it's 50% cotton, so it'll shrink up to be a small.
Okay.
Because we only have mediums. That's from Olympia Sports there. We'll give you that.
All right.
And thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. First time I've ever felt tall in my entire life. Right now, I'd like to bring up our one-week champion, Rick Brooks. I can't believe he did it. Congratulations, buddy.
Finally.
What happened last time?
Last time I bowled 86.
You bowled an 86 on the show?
Yeah, last time.
We're doing date lines this whole show, and I bet that's like the lowest game ever.
Yeah, probably.
So, how are you going to celebrate now that you won?
Just wait until next week till I bowl Kevin.
You're bowling against Kevin Mankey here. He's the first four-time winner in Up Your Alley. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I bowl with him here all the time, and I always beat him, and he always beats me, so I don't know.
Well, but who wins? That's what I want to know.
Half and half.
Okay.
Depends on what kind of day he's having and what kind of day I'm having.
That line went right over his head, apparently. Just right over his head. So, congratulations, and we'll see you next week. And hey, if you're lucky, you'll get a shirt.
Okay, can't wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, our one-week champion, Rick Brooks. Brian, you're like waving him off. What do I do now? We'd like to thank everybody. Harold Larson, Keith Adkins, Brian Larson, Ed Kane, Dan York, the whole Cable Commission, Rick Brooks, Kathy Williams, Kevin Mankey, and Bruce and company down here at the Silver Lanes for giving us the place. It's a wonderful home. We just love it here, and we're glad we're back. And for everybody here, I'm Kevin Cremus. Good night from the Silver Lanes.